So we've all done it. You get home from your shoot. You are so excited about some of the shots that you got, especially that one. The one that you were going to call your hero shot, the one that was just so perfect. And in your little LCD screen on your camera, it looked awesome. So you get home, you import it into Final Cut Pro, and lo and behold, the thing is overexposed. So you try to fix it by going into your Final Cut Pro exposure settings. It's done, it's gone, you might as well just delete it. But before you delete it, watch this video. I had this problem happen to me, and I used a color mask within Final Cut Pro, and it made it look even better than if I did properly expose it. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now, and hopefully if you ever have a shot that's overexposed, you will never have to deal with throwing it away again, and you can use this color mask. Now it doesn't work every time, but it works a lot of times. So I'm going to show you right now how to do this, and we'll get right into it. Alright guys, so I'm going to use this video clip right here. I'm going to show you how I went from this, which is right out of the camera, to this, only using the color boards that are within Final Cut Pro. This is a very useful tool and very unknown, so I figured I would share it with the world. So I got home, I exported my footage from the SD card to my computer, and I saw this right out of camera. I tried to play around with the exposure settings, and I couldn't get this right. I was trying to bring the color back inside the building, the grass, and the sky, and it just wasn't happening because when I exposed it using the exposure, the whole thing was getting blown out, and I tried to go down and it wasn't working. So then I remembered of a tool called color boards and color masks that you can use within Final Cut Pro that I've seen in the past and I have forgotten about. So before I got rid of this clip, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try it out. So like I said, there's 3 spots that I really want to bring out the color without overexposing it. So I have the grass, the building, and the sky. So that means I need 3 color boards. So the first thing that you do is you just go ahead and drag and drop 3 of your color boards from the effects section. 2, 3. And then after you do that, you come up here and you're going to have 4 boards because one of them is inherently stuck inside the clip, every single clip. So the 3 that we're going to use are 2, 3, and 4. So the first thing I'm going to do is the sky. So I'm going to click on that. So next I'm going to go to this little icon right here, which is either a shape mask or a color mask. And in this case, we're going to use a color mask. So I'm going to click on it. And as you can see, it gives you a little eyedropper to where you want to bring out a certain color within the video clip itself. So then you come onto your video file and you drag and drop the circle from the eyedropper, and it kind of picks all of the colors that are within that range. So I go about right there, and then you hold down Shift to do different spots. So I'm also going to do there. I'm going to hold down Shift and the little plus sign comes, and I'm also going to do over here. So now I've got 3 different ranges with my eyedropper that I can change the color to. So I come over to my color now, and I go ahead and I bring up the blues, and you can see how that just totally changes it. Because the only thing that's being affected is the spot that I use my eyedropper for, which is right over here. So I bring up my blues, then I go to the second color board that I made, which is color board 3, and this one is going to be with the building. So again, you click on this little icon, add color mask, and I'm going to click right inside there. That does it, but I'll do a little bit more right here just so we can make sure that we get all of that red. So now my colors are set, and again, I'll go to my colors, and then I'll bring up that red, just like that. But as you can see, it did get some of this red that was inside the bush, so we're going to have to fix that afterwards, and I'll show you how to do that too. Finally, our third color mask, or color board 4, we're going to do another one. We're going to add a color mask, and this is for the grass. So we're going to do a little piece and a little piece right here. And I'm holding down Shift so that it's getting multiple spots. And I'll even do it right here just to make sure. But we don't want to get any of that red because then it'll start affecting the building. So now that I've done that, I'm coming to my color, and since it's grass and we want it to be green, I'm just going to move this up. And as you can see, it totally changed the color of the grass. Now if I didn't do that, that's what it is, then it's that. So now that you can see, I've used 3 color masks on this file, and the problem that we're having is we have green on the building and red on the bush. So we need to get rid of that because otherwise it doesn't look right. So there is a solution to this, and it's fairly simple. You probably figure it out on your own, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I will show you how to do that. So you take this clip, you hold down Option, and you bring it up. So now you have a duplicate clip, okay? The next thing that we're going to do is we're we're going to go to our crop mode, crop. Since I can't really grab this, I'm going to just bring this down to 50% so that I can. You go to crop and then trim to get to this right here. So now I'm going to go down, drag it right to about there. So now we're two separate clips, right? And I'm actually going to go to the front of this clip to where the ground is. So I have full control right there. Go to fit. So now two separate clips. If I was to come here, I can start disabling all of the red that's in here in these bushes and leave the green the way it is. So I believe the red was number 2 or number 3. There it goes. When you disable that, the red disappears. Now we're going to go down to this bottom clip, which is basically this top portion, and we're going to disable the green, which I believe was color board 4. There you go. So now we have our green down here, our red up here, and our blue, and it's looking pretty. But there is movement inside this clip. So that's a problem, because if I was to go up, you can see the crop is right here. It didn't move at all. So the way to fix that is you start your crop here, make sure you're there. You come over here to where the top crop is. You can see that we've already cropped to 836 pixels. You're going to click on this keyframe, and you're going to go to the end of the clip, and then you're going to move this down. That way it moves with the clip. So watch this. See how it moves with the clip? So that there's two separate clips right now, this one down here and this one up here, and they stay separate from each other the whole sequence through. So here's the final take of what it looks like. So that's quite a difference from this. This is what I saw when I first got home from my shoot, and I was devastated. But as soon as I found out I could do this, it saved me, and it almost made it look better than I actually ever could imagine I would shoot right out of a camera. And this is without any plugins, no LUTs or anything. So you can play around with these color boards and these color masks and get them to work for you, especially on jobs where it's overexposed. Obviously, it's better if you have clean, straight lines like this, but you can do this with masks, and I'll show that to you in another video if you guys want me to. Just comment and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.